Do you think you really know the Bible well? Today, we're going to put that to the test with a challenge that might surprise you. Pay close attention because some of these answers are trickier than they seem. How many times did Naaman dip in the Jordan River? A. 3. B. 5. C. 7. D. 10. Correct answer? C. 7. Naaman dipped 7 times in the Jordan, following the instructions of the prophet Elisha, and he was healed from leprosy. The number 7 appears as an exact part of the command he received. How many fruits of the Spirit are there? A. 7. B. 8. C. 9. D. 12. Correct answer? C. 9. The passage lists 9 qualities that make up the fruit of the Spirit, presented in sequence by the Apostle Paul in his letter to the Galatians. Which belonging of Jesus did the soldiers cast lots for? A. Sandals. B. Tunic. C. Crown. D. Belt. Correct answer? B. Tunic. The soldiers cast lots for Jesus' tunic, which was seamless and woven in one piece from top to bottom, instead of tearing it apart. In whose tomb was Jesus buried? A. Nicodemus. B. Joseph of Arimathea. C. Pilate. D. Herod. Correct answer? B. Joseph of Arimathea. Jesus was placed in the new tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, a respected man who asked Pilate for the body and carried out the burial.
In which languages was the sign on the cross written? A. Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. B. Aramaic, Egyptian, and Latin. C. Greek, Roman, and Hebrew. D. Latin, Syriac, and Greek. Correct answer: A. Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. The inscription was written in these 3 languages, which were widely understood in the region: Hebrew or Aramaic, Greek, and Latin. Why did Herod want to see Jesus? A. To worship him. B. To learn from him. C. To see a miracle. D. To follow him. Correct answer: C. To see a miracle. Herod wanted to see Jesus out of curiosity and the hope of witnessing a miracle, since he had already heard of his works. Who did God ask Abraham to sacrifice to test his loyalty? A. Ishmael. B. Isaac. C. Lot. D. Jacob. Correct answer: B. Isaac. God asked Abraham to offer Isaac, his son, as a test of obedience. At the last moment, the sacrifice was stopped and a ram was provided instead. Which apostles were persecuted by the Sanhedrin for teaching and proclaiming the resurrection of Jesus? A. Peter and John. B. Paul and Barnabas. C. James and Andrew. D. Matthew and Thomas. Correct answer: A. Peter and John. Peter and John were arrested by the religious leaders for teaching the people and proclaiming the resurrection in Jesus, something that especially opposed the Sadducees. What did Jesus teach about those who will enter the kingdom? A. Only the righteous. B. only the religious, C. Everyone, no exception, D. Those who repent. Correct answer, D. Those who repent. Jesus makes it clear that it's not enough to look religious, you have to actually live out God's will. The kingdom is for those who truly repent and change their lives. Matthew chapter 4, verse 17. Back then, many believed that just being descendants of Abraham guaranteed them a place. Jesus challenges that idea and shows that God looks at the heart, not outward appearance. To which animals did Rebekah offer water, showing she was the chosen bride? A. Sheep, B. Oxen, C. Camels, D. Horses. Correct answer, C. Camels. Abraham's servant asked for a sign. The right woman would give water to him and to the camels. Rebekah did exactly that, showing a generous heart and a willingness to serve. A camel can drink a lot of water, so this wasn't something small. God confirmed his choice through a practical and sacrificial act. Now tell me, how'd you do? Drop your score in the comments. I want to see who got them all right.